Yo guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? Welcome to yet another one of these videos of mine. Today, I kind of want to take a rip on, it's my lunchtime. Hasn't been that busy. I predicted it yesterday, and where the frick's my wallet? I'd ask the hockey puck, but like it would know. It's not in my pocket yet, or is it in my other pocket? No. I wanted to go to Walmart, but, oh, there it is. I moved it to another secret location that was so secret I forgot I moved it there. But yeah, I want to go to Walmart and get some more chatter donks. Hopefully they have them in stock. Because, can you do it? Dude, guys, before I flipped the camera around, she was there for like a good 40 seconds, just pumping her arse, trying to decide how to jump up. This is what happens when your cat's been raised by a dog. Okay? That's what happens. Also, guys, I'm filming this on the 26th. Not that it means anything, except it means something to me. It means that I left my keys upstairs, because I'm stupid. But no, tomorrow, June 27th, is actually 1 year. Theoretically, if you want to go by physical years, a year ago today, on Thursday, I was working from home for the key reason that after work, actually not even after work, during work, I was clocking out early to go to the vet to bring Oreo for his last shot. It's already been a year that he's been gone. It's freaking crazy. It's friggin' crazy. People said, oh, yeah, you know, after a year of your dog being gone, you'll miss that companionship and you'll want another one. Do I miss the companionship? Sure. It was fun having a little puffball around, you know. We go to the hockey arena down the way. I get him inside, close the doors so he couldn't get out and run away because he was a bit of an adventurer. Even in the backyard, he would go and adventure. And next thing you know, he'd find a hole in the gate or something on the other side to squeeze through. And next thing you know, I have my neighbor across the road yelling, "Hey, Adam, your dog's playing on the street." And I'm like, oh, for crying out loud. But no, I'd take him down to the hockey rink, way down, because he liked going on long walks. The longer, the better. He was one of those dogs that just never got tired. It was so funny. He'd also wake up in the morning and go from zero to play in 2.3 seconds. Like, he'd get up and he'd be ready to go. Like, there was none of this. Like, I've seen some dogs, they wake up and they're all like, not before my coffee, you know? And then there's Oreo, wakes up and he's just like, I'm ready to kick ass. You know, do I miss that stuff? Yeah. Would I get that exact same thing out of another dog? Maybe. All dogs have their own personalities. I don't care what anybody says. People say it's just a dog. No, every dog is different. Every dog has its own personalities, its own quirks, its own silly things it does. You know, dogs are, and that they follow you everywhere. They're always with you. They, like Scampers being a cat, you know, sometimes I can pet her. Sometimes she'll come and lay down on the bed for 5 seconds and be cuddly. And then the next thing you know, she's bicycle kicking me in the foot with her claws out and stuff and tearing up my feet. Kind of a dick move, right? Cats are kind of arseholes. Where dogs, like, I'd go lay down in bed and Oreo used to jump on the bed with me and then just sleep. He wouldn't frick around unless something was wrong, like he really had to poop or pee. Then he would come and start like licking my ear to wake me up and then jump off the bed and stand at the door, and I'd have to get up and let him out and take him downstairs outside for a shit. But other than that, he would just sleep through the night. Can't do that with a cat. Well, some cats you probably can, but not my cat. My cat's a dickhead. Probably because she was raised by a dog. But yeah, 1 year ago, so I did that on a Thursday. I remember I did it on a Thursday and my boss was like, if you can't work tomorrow because of this, because she put down her dog 2 weeks prior, so she just went through what I was about to go through and she knew how devastated she was. She ended up taking a week off because she couldn't get her mind straight. And what did I do? I ended up working that Friday, and then Saturday I worked the film set and Dirty Bird was featured in it. No, I don't see myself wanting to get another dog for multiple reasons. Number one, it's a lot of work. Like, you constantly have to let them out to go to the bathroom. You gotta walk them, you gotta exercise them, you gotta, you know, the vet bills and all that. And you know, I got lucky with Oreo. He was flawless up until the day he got renal failure, and then he had to get his one last shot. Other than that, he was a flawless dog. He never had to go to the vet for anything critical. All the stuff Pomeranians get, bad knees, freaking heart murmurs and all that, that never happened until his insurance ran out. Mind you, he had puppy insurance, so if anything would have happened before the age of, I believe they said it was 12 or 10, I can't remember now, somewhere around there. All I know is if anything would have happened they would have covered the operation up to a certain deductible. I believe the deductible was $500, but oh no, sorry, it was 250 bucks I had to pay, and the rest was covered under the insurance. But if you've ever had a dog go in for an operation, like I've had friends bring their dogs in for like, hell, I had a friend bring a cat in because it ate tinsel off the Christmas tree and it got stuck on the inside of it. And in order to remove it, they had to do open surgery. And she paid $2,300 freaking dollars for that. Like if you have pet insurance, then you just pay the deductible and they cover the rest and your animal gets what it needs. Like that's perfect. That's why I always tell people, if you have a purebred dog, get the insurance. That's the reason why I got it with Oreo, because I read up on POMs and I read up on all the flaws they have and stuff. But for some reason, Oreo never got those defects until, like, obviously old age kicked in, and then he started getting the defects. His knees never gave out. Everything else did. Holy shit. Did you guys see that guy on the bike? Like, it's not his fault. He had the right of way, I think. I couldn't tell. Yeah, I think the light was still green, but people were turning on the light. He's just scooting through, zero forgiven. Holy. No, I do miss the fun parts with the dog. The, messing around, getting him going, playing, taking him to the park, over to the soccer. Actually, we drove right by that rink. Taking him down to the rink, closing the doors, taking him off his leash, grabbing the chucket, and just firing the ball down the friggin' hockey rink and letting him chase after it and bring it back and fire it again. You know, we used to play fetch in the backyard and stuff, but it was way better in the hockey rink because we had a lot longer of a distance to really just whale that ball down. And I didn't have to worry about him losing interest and going after a chipmunk or something. He just did dog things, which was perfect. But yeah, problem with dogs. And whoa, what's going on up here? They got a van cornered. You know that van that they got cornered right there? That van is in Walmart's parking lot every morning. I just checked the plate and it's the exact same plate number. Don't know who it belongs to. Well, this is a traffic jam because people are rubbernecking. Great. Screw it. I'm going to go in here because people don't know how to drive. Everybody's trying to come into Walmart and people are stopped at the stop sign because one asshole's got to sit there and stare. What the frig's going on here? What's really happening? Why is Walmart so jacked today? Parking lot is completely fried. We might have to grab another escape route. All right, well, I'm down here at Walmart, so I'm gonna run inside, grab my shit, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Peace. Holy crap, guys. Walmart is nuts. Hate shopping in there during the day. People pushing the cart one direction, looking the other direction, or just stopping in front of you in the middle of an aisle, but they're walking beside their cart, so they're taking up the whole damn aisle. Like, frig off, bunch of nerds. But no chatterdonks in stock. Their fishing accessories are starting to diminish. I did, however, acquire some bullet weights, so at least I can throw weighted Senkos if I'm throwing them Texas rigged or weighted twitch baits. Even though unweighted twitch baits are nice, you do kind of want to get it on the ground. And the bullet weights, they kind of go on the line in a way that you can easily, like the line slips. So it's not like it's attached to anything. It's not pinched on. It sits on top of the line. But yeah. And they're nice. They punch their weeds and things. But no, getting back on the topic of dog ownership, like, I don't think I'll ever get another dog. Like, my friend just put hers down and she said probably in about a year I'll get another one. And for me, it's like, the summertime. Winter I don't do too much, especially after last year's scare of going down south to that martial arts thing at Southern Camp. That was a bit too much for me with the snowstorm and the weather and all that shit. I was like, yeah, I'm done with winter travel. Not gonna happen anymore. I'm probably not going to that Southern Camp this year for that exact reason, because they have it in a horrible time. Like, it doesn't snow in the southern Ontario, but it definitely snows in northern Ontario. We normally have snow by friggin' end of October. So if I have a dog, like I had a dog for the first 1.5 years of doing martial arts, I had to miss out on all these conventions because I had nobody to watch the dog, because nobody wanted to deal with them. And that's what I tell my friends. I'm like, if you get a dog, man, get ready, because you think it's hard to find a babysitter. Good luck finding a dog sitter. And dog sitters that you pay for, like, I mean like a free dog sitter. So, hey man, can you watch the dog for a night or for a weekend? Yeah, sure, I'll take your dog. I love your dog. You take the dog for a weekend and they give you food and stuff and you don't have to pay any money. You bring it to a kennel, it's like, up here anyway, $75 a night. So if you're gone, like for that trip to down south there, I left Friday, was there Saturday and came back Sunday. So I got in pretty late on Sunday. They probably wouldn't have let me pick them up till Monday. I would have had to pay for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. That would have been like, what, $225 right there? plus tax. And I've seen dogs come out of these kennels and all of a sudden they're sick. They're sick with something. Like Oreo had his, I can't remember what it was called. It's some disease. They get kennel cough. Parvo, I think they call it. He had that shot. I had him get that shot. I had him get it's like whatever shots he needs for immunization, load him up. He was so good at taking needles. He didn't care about getting a needle. He knew after the needle, the friggin' vet was going to give him a friggin' piece of, this cookie shit she had. She kept giving him cookies every time he took a needle. He'd be like, all right, you can go ahead and stab me if I get food. Like, dogs are weird. But no, like, I couldn't do it again. I like the ability to be like, oh yeah, this weekend we're going to go do this out of town. Like, oh, Sudbury, we're going to go to Sudbury MMA and do this. Or we're going to go to, I want to go to Blokes. Let's go to Blokes. You know, I don't have to be like, oh, I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything because I have a dog. And a couple of my friends are now noticing that because they got dogs at Christmas time and school let out. So now it's summer vacation time. And they're like, oh, maybe we should go here. Maybe we should go there. Hey, what are we going to do with the dog? And they look up the kennels and go, holy shit, costs more per night for the dog to stay in a kennel than it does for us to stay at the resort. So now they're kind of second guessing it, which is why I brought up the topic of, in a previous video, that I've been told that by friends that apparently I need a dog and I should take their dog because I guess the dog's cramping their style. And I was like, I warned you about this. You heeded my warning, went ahead and got the dog, posted how happy the dog was and how much you love your dog, and now you just want to pawn him off like an old pair of shoes. Like, what the frig, man? Like, yeah, it sucked when I had Oreo that I couldn't do anything, but I didn't rehome him. I kept him till the bitter end, you know? And that's my third reason for not wanting to get a dog, is the bitter end. There is no way in hell I will go through that day 1 year ago that I went through again, where I took Oreo out, we walked around the backyard, let him sniff things, had him upstairs with me all day. Yeah, he pooped in the room, but he also had explosive diarrhea because of renal failure, right? So, and then loaded him into the truck one more time, and I really had to help him in because there's no way he could make the jump. Bring him to the vet, sitting in a room on a couch with him on my lap with an IV attached to him. Nothing but a clip that was going to keep him alive or take him out. Got to sit with him for 5 minutes. The vet came in and said, it's time. Pulled the clip and I watched my dog die in my lap. Never doing that again. Holy shit, never doing that again. That was so brutal. That's what put me on a downward spiral. Like, honestly, for like a year, I've been so messed up that I've been eating bad, like donuts and shit, drinking way more than I ever used to. Like, I'd have a couple beer here and there before, like, oh, I'm going over to my friend's house to have a party or whatever. Yeah, I'll have a beer, whatever. It's just one, it won't hurt. The next thing you know, I'm drinking like friggin' 6-packs and 12-packs, and my weight's up to 263 pounds, and I'm not lifting anymore because it's too much, you know? It's like, I never, ever, ever want to go through that again. It's one thing to go through a breakup, but it's another thing to lose your buddy that you've had for 15 years. Yeah, that's my true reason for never wanting another dog, because you get attached to them, you know it's not going to last, and then that day comes when your knowledge gets put to the test of knowing it's not going to last, and you're not ready for it. Yeah, no, I'll never get another dog. Forget it. Well, I knew today was going to be a write-off. Oh, my garbage got picked up. Cool, let's go grab that can and bring it back in the house. I knew today was going to be a write-off as far as work went, because everybody I talked to yesterday, well, I mentioned it on the previous couple of videos, the last minute hero bit where people were calling in or coming in and being like, I need to get this fixed today. I go on holidays tomorrow and I won't be back until the 7th because I'm taking next week off too, because Canada Day falls on a Tuesday. So they booked Friday off because today's the official last day of school. Schools that didn't do their grad ceremony yesterday are doing them today. And those pictures are being posted all over Facebook, which I'm banned from, so I can't comment on any of them, but that's okay. I never do. I just go on Facebook, doom scroll, and post funny pictures that get my account taken out. Everybody has a hobby. Mine's getting banned. Just wanted to come in here again and check. I bought some bullet weights for fishing down there. I was looking up, well, I asked my AI to do some research on the Thames River down there, which is something I always meant to do because I honestly don't know that area. And like, Bloke fishes there all the time. I don't know if he gets information from anybody either in regards to what the best of the best is. So I had AI, good old Sora, do some research for me, and she said 1/4 ounce to 1/2 ounce jigs in the tames because of how the current flows, and using bright colors like chartreuse, white, yellow, something really visible because of how the water gets so murky so fast. So that makes sense. So I do have some yellow. I'll have to show you what I picked up, but I do have some yellow and chartreuse grubs, but I don't have anything like that for a swimmer. I just have the grubs. I have Senkos with chartreuse tails, which might get an identifier on it, but that's about it. I found these little things, set the hook, but I don't know if that'll work that well. I don't really fish with chartreuse. I don't even have the stuff to make that color. So that sucks, but I just want to get my garbage can in. I don't like leaving it out because we're not out of the woods yet, boys. Remember I talked about that storm that happened last Saturday? Well, it's coming back for round 2 tomorrow. We're expected to have torrential downpours in the North Bay and Mattawa region again. Poor guys, they've been destroyed already. And yeah, fun times. But at Walmart for fishing, I bought some bullet weights. These are what? These are 1/4 ounce. Bought some 3/16 ounce. Some 3/8 ounce pink jig heads, because they work well up here. And then I bought, I don't know, these were sitting in the dollar bin. 1/4 ounce pink and white curly tail grubs, pre-jigged. Figured I'd give them a go. So far I've been doing a lot of damage on those. Now with Sora, after doing her research, telling me your best bet is chartreuse, I'm like, shit. I might have to convince Bloke to go to that London angling store and get some dope baits. But yeah, normally when it's slow like this at work, I'll sit in the generalist room. It's like when a company calls the help desk, they talk to the generalist. They can't resolve it, they escalate it. And if the escalators can't resolve it, I get it. There's not even any chatter in the general room. Like, it's dead. There's no calls in the queue. It's been like this for hours. Like, how many calls did we even get today? Yeah, it's like friggin' 3 o'clock and we only got 1,400 calls. Dead. So tomorrow is probably going to be worse. And then next Monday, like, I can assume a bunch of people took it off because it's stupid to come in Monday and then be off Tuesday and then come in Wednesday. And a lot of people took the whole week off because they have kids. So tomorrow's a PD day or whatever. Like, there's no school tomorrow. School ends today on Thursday. So a lot of them are probably going to be traveling over the weekend, going on an adventure. So they took the week off, which means next week is going to be a slow one. But I'm okay with that because let me tell you, been a couple doozy days that I had to deal with, and I don't mind a little bit of slowdown. I really don't. I'm not sure if it's supposed to rain tonight. We do have a heavy rain warning. Oh yeah, it's gonna piss shortly after 8:30, and then it's gonna rain all day tomorrow from 8 a.m. till apparently 7. What? Oh, okay. So it's gonna rain tomorrow from 8 a.m. Friday until 7 p.m. on Saturday. Awesome. Sunday's sunny. Monday it's going to piss all day except for a break between 1 and 7. And Tuesday I'm back to work, but it looks like it's going to be nice the time I'm in the office. Oh no, Tuesday I'm not back to work. Tuesday's Canada Day, which means the fireworks for Canada Day will be canceled due to weather. Awesome. Next Saturday though. Okay, one time. Next weekend's going to be juicy. So thinking with the weather, I probably won't be able to pull the boat out because if I tinker on it, it's going to be in the driveway. I probably shouldn't be doing that in the rain for reasons. There's probably reasons. I'm not sure what they are. Fun times. I don't know what to figure this out. We'll have to figure this out. And I mentioned in a previous video that I want to tear down the camping setup in the truck and just use my cot for camping. But I think I owe the setup one camp. Whether or not we get out this weekend, hard to say. Or next weekend, hard to say. I think we owe it one camp. I won't be able to bring the kayak with me because I have no way to carry it. But I do want to get out there for at least one run because I think, I built that. I haven't even tested. Well, I've tested it. I slept in it one night in the driveway like an idiot. It was comfortable. But as far as being out in the woods with it, I don't know how that's going to hold up. So I figure we'll give it one test camp. And if I find there's not enough room in there because all I did was sleep in it. I was too hot in here. So I went out there, jumped in the back of the truck, and it was friggin' cold. And I was like, nice. And I passed out in there and then woke up in the morning. My neighbor was outside and he sees the door open up and he's like, what the hell? Did you sleep in your truck? And I'm like, well, where else am I going to sleep? And he's like, in your bed? And I'm like, this is a bed. And he's like, holy shit, you got a bed in the back of your truck. And I'm like, yeah, man. He's like, damn. And he's thinking, and he goes, you're not in the doghouse. I never seen a woman at your house. And I'm like, I know. I said it was too hot in the house, so I came and slept in the truck. And he's like, whatever floats your boat. I'm like, I gotta test it out, man. I gotta test it out. But I do want to get out there camping. I know the bugs are going to be bad. Still haven't found my bottle of Squirt bug spray. I don't know where the frick I put it. What time is it right now? I didn't get a surprise ticket. Normally around 3:30. Oh, I got a surprise ticket. Good thing I checked. I don't want to leave that. All right, guys, let me bang this out and then we'll go look for bug spray. All right, guys, it's officially 4 o'clock and I am done work for the day. When it rains, it pours. I got a ticket. I contact the guy. He's not available. He's doing something else. I already applied the patch to fix it. I told him, I said, give it a go. Email me back. Let me know if you're working. And if not, we'll continue with the troubleshooting and go from there. Like took me 5 minutes. And then I got reached out by the team lead. Apparently, one of our co-op students is pretty much got shit on by a client over the dumbest thing ever. And it's probably something that we can't fix because it's a work from home thing. See, guys, if you know anything about firewalls, you can turn on bypass filter, which basically allows you to see, like for instance, I got my work computer here and then I have my home computer, right? Well, when I'm on the VPN, it blocks all of my local resources because we have the bypass filter turned off. So it cannot see anything on my network. So if I have a printer set up and I have it connected to my computer, if I go to print and I'm on VPN, that printer cannot be detected. If I disconnect from VPN, oh, there's the printer again. Works fine, but there's a weird thing happening with our VPN system because sometimes bypass works and other times it doesn't. So the call basically got pretty, I guess he treated the co-op student like crap, and they reached out to me and said, hey, can you, because they know that I worked for an internet service provider that dealt with the public, and your internet's out, you're pissed off, right? Especially this day and age where we have like everything on the internet. Like if you have Bell Fibe and you have the Bell Fibe TV, that comes through the internet. So if your internet dies, your television's gone, your computer doesn't connect to the internet, your cell phones aren't on Wi-Fi, everybody's pissed off, you're calling the internet service provider, getting yelled at from who knows who else in the house. So now you're pissed off, and then you get me on the phone, and who are you gonna unload on? This guy. So I kind of spent 13 years working at an ISP that I learned how to take a firecracker and put out the fuse before it completely goes off. So this should be a fun one. But it's too late in the day. I'll deal with that tomorrow. Bro Beans can wait the print then. I already know how to fix it. Like I know how to fix it. It's an easy fix. Just disconnect from the friggin' VPN, do your print jobs, reconnect. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like what the frick's your problem, bud? He's probably not gonna like that. The other solution is plug the damn printer directly into the computer using a USB port. Then it'll work all the time. Every time you click print, your printer's gonna puke out paper with writing on it. Look at that, eh? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But whatever. Anyway, guys, as for this video, I'm gonna shut her down here. I'm not sure what's going on tonight. Probably sleep. It's currently sunny out. I might go try some casting. Not gonna call it fishing because let's face it, it's casting. I don't know if I'm going to bring the camera with me. I probably won't. Probably just going to go down, throw some lures. It's supposed to rain later on tonight. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Anyway, guys, on that note, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, live it to win it. And peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.